Hello there, Virgo, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are going to be doing a special reading around the new moon on Monday, September 6th. And the energy of the new moon is already kind of into play and will be with us until about September 12th. This is a new moon in Virgo, yes, in your sign, and so it will be about like clearing out any clutter in our lives, whether that's objects, relationships, or situations in our life that no longer serve us, so that we can make room for some new opportunities that are coming our way. They'll help to bring us more balance as we're starting to move into Libra season. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at the overall energies, then we'll use the tarot to see if there are any obstacles or advice that Spirit has for you. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. Okay, so let's get into it. We're going to start first with your animal spirit, and then we'll go to the oracle cards for the overall energy. Ah, nice. Dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love. You know, this is about you getting into your heart space, realizing what it is that you really love about yourself, your relationships, your job, your life in general, and then just staying really loyal to it and making sure that you're putting your time and energy into the things that you really love. Is perfect for this new moon energy because there is, that energy of needing to weed out those things that zap our time and energy and are no longer really for our better good. Okay, so let's take a look at your overall energy. And I just love this dog. Look at, it's like the third eye, listening to your intuition, to your heart as you're making those choices about what needs to go and what gets to stay. Okay, so we have orphaned. So it could be, there's a couple of possibilities here, and we're going to get deeper into the message, but sometimes when we have to leave people or places or things behind, there's a sense of either you could feel, sad about that, or the person that you are leaving behind could feel sad. So there's just this energy when we're giving up things that really are no longer good for us. It doesn't mean that we're sometimes ecstatic about it. It means sometimes that we actually have to grieve that process. And we have soulmates. Yeah. So this, could have been the end of a relationship, a long-term relationship that you knew was really, a good relationship, but it just no longer was meant for you. Like it had gone, the expiration date had come, and you had to let this person go, whether this was a romantic connection or, a soulmate connection as far as a friend or maybe even a family member. But, that this is just a situation where it was taking too much of your time and energy and it wasn't balanced. You had to move on from it and breathe. This is a nice energy. Yeah, it's kind of like, right now you may feel kind of sad about the ending of this, but look at this. You're quickly moving into this because it's, when we let go of people, places, things, situations that no longer are good for us, we do go through the grieving process sometimes, but then we get this calm energy. Because you have more time and energy because you're not just like giving out so much to that person or that situation. So you have more for yourself. And then as you're putting more time and energy into the things that you really love, what happens is you almost like the time and energy almost like multiplies because you're kind of like, wow, you're really excited about where your time and energy is going and it fuels you. Whereas sometimes when we're in a relationship that really isn't that good for us, it takes our time and energy and it doesn't help to refuel us. Okay, milk and honey. Nice. So this means that you're on the way. So for some of you, you may have already eliminated something that really needed to go, even though it was a sad ending. And now you're kind of moving into this energy of, building blocks. building, the life that you really want, that's going to bring you all of this abundance of joy, happiness, money, love, whatever it is that you're looking for. Really nice, Virgo. You're ahead of the game. Okay, we're going to take a look at your present energy, areas of resistance or obstacles on your path, advice from spirit, and the outcome if you take the advice. But Virgo, you don't have to take the advice. You do have free will, so you can choose to do whatever you would like to do. So let's take a look at your present energy, judgment. Okay, well, I'm not kind of surprised because we have these cards coming up here. Judgment is a second chance. Could be a second chance at this relationship from the past. But it's also like a second chance. Like I really get a sense that you have a second chance to build the life that you really want for yourself. It's a nice energy, and we're going to clarify these, so we'll see what else we have. Your area of resistance or obstacle is Knight of Cups. This person could be returning or reaching out, wanting to give you some love, express their love. And this could actually be something that you're really trying to resist, because in your heart, you know that this is not the relationship for you. It's just being a difficult ending. The other thing is that you could be kind of wanting this person to return. Okay? So we're going to definitely clarify these, but that's the two scenarios that I can see here. So the advice from Spirit is to concentrate on your work, go in a different direction, work on creating the life that you really want for yourself. And your outcome is the Two of Wands. Yeah, strategizing, planning, choosing what it is that you want, getting excited about your life. Like I think for some of you, if you look back at this relationship that may be coming back around, the truth of the matter is that it really didn't bring you perhaps the love that you really wanted. There were times when you were in this relationship where you felt lonely or abandoned by this person. And even though they come back, there is a true soulmate connection. So you're kind of like torn to go back. But it's kind of like Spirit really is saying, no, take a really good look at this, work on yourself, and if it's still meant to be, it'll come back around. You have the strength, you have the courage to get through this time. Some of you may be in that in-between. Yeah, to get over the pain. There's a lot of pain here. And to move towards something that is long-term and really is like your heart's desire. And with the moon, oh yeah, there's some secrets here. There's secrets around this situation. You have the Lover's card there. So there's some, you don't know the whole picture. The divine is working behind the scenes. So we're going to see, what the true advice here is. But this is kind of, this is kind of helping you to either heal from this breakup or, helps you to kind of like look back at it and learn what it is that you don't want in your next relationship. For some of you, you may want to reunite with this person. This is your present energy. You may be thinking about reuniting. Let's see. Page of Pentacles, Strength, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. Yeah, a very painful ending. And I do think that you are learning that you can move forward. See how she is moving forward? She has the strength. You're learning the wisdom that you needed to out of this situation and bringing more balance into your life. The judgment is, I'm really going to take it as a second chance for you to be the person that you really want to be. You're having a calling. It could be even an awakening or going on a spiritual journey. This person that I think you were with was not on that journey. And it's possibly why that came to an end. And I think it was sad that it came to an end. I think you really did want it to continue, but you just realize we're on different paths. For many of you, I think you are on a spiritual journey, and this person is maybe more in the 3D world. And especially with, the Eight of Pentacles here, work. Like, I think you're wanting your work to go in a different direction than this person is kind of moving. Like they could be, they could be all into their career trying to make a lot of money or something. And you're like, well, yeah, but I have this spiritual calling. I want to help the greater good in some way. Lover is coming up on the bottom again. So for some of you, this could be a twin flame connection, and it could be the reason why the separation is so difficult. Because in a twin flame connection, the thing that you're doing is mirroring each other. So if there's something that you didn't like about that person, it's because there's something about yourself that's similar to that, and vice versa. That's what twins do. You kind of mirror the energy of each other. But it's so that you can grow spiritually. And so sometimes when you're in a twin flame connection, you have to go your separate ways and do your soul growth or work, and then you can come back together. So I feel like some of you, you're really wanting this connection, but it's because it's such a deep soul connection. But this may not be the time for you to be with that person. So let's see. We have the Knight of Cups. Yeah. Hanged Man on the bottom. See, you're surrendering to the journey. This is surrendering to the journey. This is waiting for the wisdom to come in. And here's the problem. I think for some of you, you really and truly do have a soul connection with this person. There's a lot of love here, but this is the thing. You're having to choose. For some of you may have to choose between two people. We have the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. But both of these energies, okay, are kind of like 3D energies, working on just making money and working logically, being kind of a little bit cutthroat. And I think, you're kind of like, yeah, but here I am. I love everybody. I want to have love. And the people that are around you that you may be thinking about romantically, or maybe in a business situation, are very based on money. It could be that for some of you, you were wanting to start a spiritual business, but the people that you're kind of like business partnering with or going into business with are all about the money, and you're kind of like, but that's not what I really want. I want to come from the heart. Okay, this is getting a little clearer now. So let's go to the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, 10 of Cups, Magician, 10 of Wands, the Emperor. Yeah, the Emperor, and then 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. Yeah, I really feel like for a lot of you, this was, we have a lot of 10s here. A lot of 10s showing up. This was a difficult ending. You may have thought that this person was a long-term person, perhaps even a family person, somebody that you would have a family with. But there was a lot of burdens with this situation. And I think really the burdens they could have been a little bit manipulative. We have the Emperor on the bottom, so controlling, perhaps narcissistic. And it just wasn't in alignment with you. It wasn't what you really wanted. And once again, we have the Eight of Pentacles. I think you tried to really work at this, but it's kind of like it's time for you to kind of work on yourself. You see how she's painting butterfly wings? Well, butterflies represent transformation. I think you're trying to transform your life. And I really get the sense that it's time for you to kind of like work on that and realize that the situation that you were in was really not for you. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands, Six of Wands, King of Cups, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands on the bottom. I like it. Okay, So when you choose to take this more soul journey, this path more in a spiritual alignment, look at, she's holding the world right in her hands. She's choosing to think globally, think about the bigger picture, thinking about how does my work affect the people in the perhaps globally, right? Or at least in your community. You're really kind of thinking more spiritually, looking at the moon there and trying to have your soul path kind of lit before you. And when you do that, you're very successful. And look at this, you bring in the King of Cups. So you're eliminating this King of Pentacles and this King of Swords, all up in their head, all about the 3D, and bring in somebody that is emotionally attached, that can attach emotionally, but also kind of connected more spiritually to the world. It's a really lovely energy and, inspiring. Somebody that's going to come in and help you to find the inspiration you may need to go further on this soul journey. Really nice energy here. And, we have the Queen of Wands on the bottom, getting really confident. Hermit, which is your energy, getting really confident in stepping into who you truly are. I love that. Oh, it's such a nice reading, Virgo. Okay, so let's see what your cosmic journey card is. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Yeah, you have to fill up your own cup with love. Like once you're filled with love, once you love yourself and you go in the direction that your heart is asking you to go to, when you are loyal to what you love and love yourself, then what happens is you have all this love that you can then pour out into the world. And when you do that, then you attract a very, victorious, loving relationship. It's really nice. It's a really nice energy. And I know some of you, you may be in that kind of in-between time. You may have broken up with someone or thinking about, leaving a relationship to go in this different path. And, feeling like, why can't you go with me? Like we're soulmates. Why can't you go with me? But it's kind of like they're just not on the same wavelength. You have been awakened. And the person that you were with is not awakened, and so it just doesn't work. Okay, so here's your creativity oracle card. Collaboration. Creative people can be inspired by sharing and stimulating creativity in others. And I really feel like that's you. Like you're going into your work, you're being more creative, you're sharing it with the world, right? And it could be that, maybe you're going to become a healer or, do something that can affect people on a much bigger level than maybe you've ever done before. It's really nice. Okay, and here is your Lover's Oracle card. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. And I do feel like for some of you, this is a sacred relationship that you're having to leave. I think some of you, it is a twin flame connection. And if you're not familiar with twin flame connections, there's a lot of information on YouTube and the internet. And that is why this is such a hard connection to leave, because there is a soul connection there. It's just that, you've ascended to a different level. You're not on the same vibrational level. And it could be that this person also ascends at some point. But it's kind of like you can't sit and wait for that to happen. You have to go and start doing your soul work. And go on your spiritual path. Go in the direction that your heart is leading you to. Be loyal to you. Be loyal to your heart. Be loyal to the things that you love. Well, Virgo, I'm going to leave it there. I do wish you lots of love and light in this situation and all your situations. And once again, if you resonated with this message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider sharing, or subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.